What's up, y'all? It is the Project Photography back with another video, and today, people, we're gonna be driving down to San Diego. That's about an hour and a half drive to go pick up a lens, and I'm really excited for this lens because it's something I've really wanted for a while, and I know this is gonna be amazing. But you guys are probably asking, like, where are you picking this up? And I'm picking it up from a guy, some random person I don't even know, and he's selling the lens to me. And that is what this whole thing is going to be about, buying used gear, because to me, that is one of the best things you can do as a photographer to save you some money and overall just get great deals. So, but first, we got to go pick up some gas. So the drive is going to be about an hour and a half, give or take. But this is all for a lens. For me, you know, it's gonna be totally worth it because of the value I'm getting out of it and the great deal that I got. So let's head over there and pick up this incredible lens. I just got here. I'm gonna go pick up the lens right now. And we got the lens. Whew. This thing is such a beast. So the lens I got is a 24-70 f2.8 for the Z mount, and this thing is amazing. Wow, this thing's actually really small, smaller than I thought it would be. I got this thing for an absolute steal. New, you can buy it for about $2,200, but I just bought it for $1,500, and that's the amazing thing about buying stuff used. And I'm gonna go back home and tell you guys why I buy all my gear used. So now we are back in my studio, back in my little space here, and let's talk about used camera gear for a second, because I know a lot of people look at camera gear used, and I for sure buy all of my camera gear used, for the most part at least. So let's talk about it. And one of the big reasons why I buy my camera gear used is because it's just cheaper and it operates the exact same. Like whether you buy a 24-70 used or new, they're both gonna operate the same. You know, they're both gonna offer the same aperture, the same focal length, all that fun stuff. Just the only difference is one was more expensive and one was cheaper. And this goes for majority of the camera gear that I buy. You know, I buy most of my stuff used. 24-70 I bought used. My 200-500 I have back there is used. Same thing with my Z50, 14-30. All that camera gear was used because, you know what, if I can buy the same stuff cheaper, I'm gonna do just that. And they all operate exactly as I want it to, so there's no harm in buying it used. But with that being said, there is a risk to buying stuff used. There's no guarantee that it will work 100% of the time. You can't return the item, and majority of the time, it's not gonna have the warranty that comes with it. So there is a risk with buying stuff used. But again, the benefit outweighs the cons for me. You know, I can do without warranty. I can do without, you know, that feeling of buying something new. I can do without all these things because at the end of the day, they operate the exact same. But you want to know what to look for when you're buying these things. With that being said, you should probably only buy used gear that you know well. You know, I'm not gonna go out and buy a laptop used because I just don't know what to look for. Like, I'm not gonna go buy a used car from somebody that I don't know, and that's not from a dealership, because I just don't know what to look for. You know, some people might have that eye, understand what to look for when buying used cars or used laptops, but for me personally, those are things that I will try to avoid when buying used. Whereas camera gear, on the other hand, I know everything about it. I understand the mechanics and how it works and what to look for when purchasing camera gear or camera lenses, things like that. So with me buying used gear, I feel very comfortable doing so. So if you're not very familiar with used gear or used cameras, I probably would not recommend buying used. You know, there's a lot of things that can go wrong, a lot of things that you might not look out for, and in the end might come back to haunt you. And I've had that a few times where I bought camera gear that was not in the best condition, and I did not think too much about it, and it ended up biting me in the butt later. Like my 20mm f2.8 Nikon was not in the best condition, and at some point the front element fell off, so that probably wasn't the best purchase. But again, that's a risk with buying used gear. Now, there's a lot of camera gear that I bought new because I just did not know what to look for. And in that case, I bought things like my DJI Ronin SC. I bought things like my tripod, my monopod, my ball head for my monopod, all new, and those are things I did not want to buy used, and I would rather buy new. And another reason why I want to buy new is if the product just came out, like my Nikon Z6, I bought brand new because I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to be waiting 6 months for the price to drop. I need this camera now. So I bought that new. You know, it all just depends what situation you're in, you know, what is your financial situation. And for me, buying used is usually a better way to go. As long as I understand, what it is I'm buying, what to look for when I'm buying it, and if I can get the right deal, because sometimes there are people that charge absorbent amounts of money for camera gear that is not worth it. So yeah, that's just my little talk as to why I buy camera gear used. It's because the price is cheaper, and if I can do the same thing with it, then that's all that really matters. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I know this is probably a very short video, but hey, I just want to show off me getting my new lens. Very excited to use it. It's 24-70 2.8 Z version. I'm really excited to use it because I've never owned a 24-70 2.8 specifically, and I've never had a 24-70 that I like so much as this lens, because when using this lens, I just feel it just works really well, and the experience of using it is absolutely phenomenal. So let me know if you guys buy your camera gear used, because I definitely do, depending on the type of gear, depending on what I'm buying. But yeah, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next one.